Well, hi there. It's Paris's Hesh. This is how not to make music. It's an anti-tutorial, I guess. This is the beat studio where I make it all happen. What I usually do is I just watch a whole bunch of like really depressing political stuff and all of like the terrors and horrors that are going on in the country around us. And then I just open up my computer, blank template, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I just start the sesh with the smoke, and then I just like see what the first couple instruments I put in are, and probably won't be a song, but we'll see what happens. Let's go violin, make it sustain, start routing it. Go here and stamp just a random chord. Let's see what the hell an M11 sounds like. I don't know what that means. Oh, it made a noise. Now let's make more. It's so hot in here. First thing I'm gonna do though is just go ahead and like save the project. And eventually once I export it, I'll like come up with the name. Autosave every 5 minutes, but if you do something like semi-major, just go ahead and... I haven't even made anything because I'm trying to figure out what to do about this glare, because you can't really see what I'm doing. Maybe we'll pause it a little bit. So things are going to be a little bit off maybe, but this is what I do. I just play around with chords. I don't know what I'm doing. Then eventually I get like, I guess a 12 bar, because with this classical shit, I just do like 12 bar, it's 12 by 2 structure, so it just makes some kind of weird, like, I slow the BPM down a little bit. And then from there, I'm probably just gonna like, I don't know, man. I'll like copy and paste that to a couple more instruments, and I'll meet you back in 5. Copy and paste is your best friend here, bro. I don't know. Just like try different instruments, like an oboe or like a flute. I don't know, clarinet, whatever. We'll see. Edit, paste. Sounds terrible. It's the worst sound I've ever heard. So yeah, I'm gonna do this and get me a couple better sounds. Alright, so I got myself like 4 or 5 more patterns. Can't even see what I'm pointing at because of the glare. Whatever. Generally, for each one of these sounds, I'll just go ahead and like put effects on them, level them, EQ them, so I'll just show you the process of what I would do for like each sound in between. I'll throw like a limiter on here. Let's see if we can get rid of that pop, but keep that good fat bass. Let's make it a little wider. Let's take a little bit of the highs down. There we go, chill it out. I'm gonna split that too wide. Still definitely hear a weird popping, but we'll figure that out later. I don't know, is this like a trumpet or something? Oh, it's a tuba. I can just time stretch it right now. The hardest part is finding your favorite plugins. Now every bar it'll change. Give it a little weird time stretch. Eyes down, we got a little EQ, quick EQ there. Alright. Make some room for it. See, something like this, I'll just throw like a shimmer on it. And give it like a cool little, that little bit of reverb on it. And basically copy and pasted some of these patterns, but especially with some of these lows. I had to change the pattern a little bit just to like, you know, like that's just gnarly. Need to boost the gain a little, but let's lower the ceiling so it's like, but dude, definitely need to do some more stuff with this effector wise. Oh dude, are we out of focus? Gonna be the whole time, sorry dog. I'm holding up the camera with my shoulder. Let's cut some highs. I like that darkness to it. So paste that pattern. Perfect. We need another one of those, but a little different. How this sounds. Alright, check this out. Tools. We're gonna arpeggiate it. I don't like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and like get a scare high in here. Oh, this definitely needs some kind of effectors on it. Pan that a little bit for the other side. Also gonna put more effectors on this. No way. I have a reverse pitch. That's kind of crazy. I'll just go ahead and start building a structure here, and then eventually I'll put drums on it. I'll bring you back then. Like a whole little structure, a mini crescendo with like half the instruments, and I'll just throw drums here, and then I'll do something almost completely different for this little bridge here, and then crescendo it all at the end in like a big whatever, and I'm gonna need drums for there, right? Because like, you know, it just builds up to the, and so I add like a bass at the end there too, and then it might be a song. Alright, since the last time we've been here, I kind of built like just like a random part, and then it builds into, I guess, just like all of the layers at the end, because, you know, just making a wall of sound and whatever. And so we got that part there, and that goes to that part there. There's like some basses and stuff, and then I'll throw in whatchamacallit, like yeah, drums in like this 12x12 and this 12x12, and I'll let you know whatever. Oh, and I just like, yeah, added like a bass and like a pad. This is a pad, and then just like a weird time stretch bass. Oh no, I didn't time stretch. That's just the thumpy boy. That's, I think, just like a time stretch bass, and a saxophone, and that's all I added since then. But yeah, it gets. Anyways, we'll see. What genre I'm doing, I don't know, I don't care. I'm just winging it, so I'm doing a little bit of all of them. But if you have something in mind, just drum and bass, drum pattern, or, you know, dubstep drum pattern, and just make sure you're at the BPM. And I was just like, that's the thing, is like, if you just make a couple patterns, just chop up what you want, chop up what you need, and it's like, alright, these ones sound alright, and then you may just have to repeat like that, you know, 2 bars or 4 bars or whatever, you know what I mean, like just like a tiny little thing to get what you want. But, you know, so I'll kind of do like a slower one, and a medium one, and then maybe like some faster drums. Some weird 112 BPM, what? I don't know. And just do some slow stuff, maybe medium stuff, fast stuff. Alright, my laptop may die, but all I'm gonna do now is sidechain the drums and probably throw an odd over on the master or something like that. Can't see anything. Oh, and that's gonna sound jacked, but anyways, we'll figure it out. And yeah, actually I'll maybe overlay like a finished product once I sidechain and audit. But that's all I'm gonna do, because once my battery almost gets to the dying point, I just hit save, and I go run inside and I hit export, and that's my first draft. And I guess, I started this like an hour and a half ago or something like that. If you want to sidechain it, what you need to do, have a link there. These are my drums, and I said sidechain to this track. And what you got to do with these other sounds is you go route to this track only. Boom. And I do that for every single one. Oh, and to sidechain, you just throw on a limiter, hit the compressor setting, it's on that, you go there, boom, and then insert 1 is where my drums are at. I dip it about maybe 19, 20 dB, so it's not too much. If you're doing like house or whatever, you do like minus 26 dBs. I'm gonna cut it like a 8:1 ratio if I can pull it on the 2. There, oh, there we go. Anyways, oh yeah, you can see the like threshold and ratio there. Keep missing it. Boom, there we go. Alright, and then maybe release that a little bit. Down that, take this up. I have like preset settings in there, whatever, but and then I'm gonna hit export and just see how it sounds, and it might not even sound good, but that's my anti-tutorial. And now once you hit export, you can drive home and avoid all the traffic, because now it's like that perfect time, and you'll make it home way quicker, and you've been productive before you've wasted an hour and a half sitting in traffic doing nothing. So, and now you got a track. Maybe, may suck, maybe cool. I haven't even listened to it through the whole way, just like, oh, okay, like it at the time, and so I'll see if it ended up good at this export. Or actually, I take it back, my laptop hasn't died, and so since the laptop hasn't died, I'm gonna listen to it real quick, and then fix up anything that sounds like super off, and then I'll export it, and yeah. And if something's fucked up or I don't like something or whatever, it's like, alright, too late now, I already made the whole structure and everything. So I was feeling it in the last hour and a half. That's what I wanted to do. And so now that's what it's gonna be, at least for this first draft. And then I'm gonna export it, and I'll either completely forget about it or I'll throw it on another album someday. So, I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I don't know. And then that's gonna be the song, maybe. Blurry. Woo! If I do this, it's not blurry. Psych! The laptop died, so I didn't get to hear what it sounds like, so I'm gonna go plug it in. And like, once it's like plugged in, I'm just gonna hit export, and then, yeah, that's kinda what I got. And then you'll hear, maybe you won't. kind of a song. It's almost a song. Or, I mean, it sounds little bits at a time, and then you just start layer, and you just layer. Dude, delay helps a lot. If you can do mono delays, holy moly, you can make your bass sounds go. But if you have it wide, then it sounds all like dissonant and like non-bassy, and it's like, man. So I went and had some raviolis, and then the laptop was pretty much charged. And I went outside and I just kind of like EQ'd some stuff, and I added an effector to one of the things, and then a riser. And then I exported it, and it sounded pretty good. Subjectively speaking, I guess. For experimental stuff, I guess. Something. But that's how I do it. I just, like, just chord, and then copy and paste. And then, do something different with them sometimes. And, and then it's a song like a motherfucking song. It's a motherfucking song. Maybe. Kinda. Whatever.